War is part of this fitness test to establish the suitability of upcoming generations. How will you respond? Everything is set up against you, and that's for a reason. Your environment will consume you if you show a slightest sign of weakness. Because, as per default, we come to this world very fragile and frail. Environment needs to mold you into a worthy specimen. It's a fitness test of the nature. It has to see whether you are capable of carrying on your shoulders the responsibility of creating better future generations. Like a piece of steel under a hardening process, you have to be beaten down so that you can rise again. Prove that you are at the right place and the right time, that you are not to be messed with. You will feel pain, you will feel desperation, you will be wanting to resign. But resign to do what? There is no other way but to persevere. The only way is to push through, because the alternative is to sink down and disappear into nothingness. But we wouldn't want that, now would we? The exact moment when you want to give up, you pick yourself up by the shirt and reassure that there's a lot of energy, that there's a lot of power left in you. How does this process of environment molding you looks like, you may ask? In every possible way. First of all, small things. You forget your keys, your wallet. You may need to take a turn back to your place because you forgot your gym membership. Your computer breaks down and you have a deadline to keep. Your phone takes a deep dive into a debris of unwanted corners of your toilet. And now you're practically handicapped. Everything that concerns your day-to-day life is in there. Your contacts, your emails, your phone address, your GPS, your applications that you cannot live without. How will you respond? Mind you, many of these things will happen one after another. Will you be able to keep your composure? Will you be able to keep sanity intact? Or will you implode and beat yourself, yanking out your hair and scream on top of your lungs? Then there are big things. Your peers will hold you back because you are doing too much and too risky things. You have to be careful to not be burned. Don't be crazy, don't be mad. Do like us. Stay on your lane and march along the path that many others before you have already paved. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands others who have done similar stuff and were so satisfied with their lives. Were they? Do things like everyone else and you will get a life like everyone else. It sounds enticing, huh? The answers lie within you. Now, there are a lot of people who find this kind of a standard life very appealing, but deep down they're lying to themselves. The difference is that many of us choose to take the path of least resistance, but there's a huge cost, and the cost is unrealized potential, at the end of which awaits suffering. Your family, your friends will become your biggest barriers on your path towards fulfillment, on your path towards reaching your goals and dreams. They don't know better, they wish you well, but they don't understand your well. Society will tell you to choose this and that instead of pursuing other endeavors that are much more meaningful to you. Will you succumb under this pressure? Or will you be able to hold your own? Because at the end of the day, it's up to you, your own will, your own dedication to decide whether you will keep going towards a path that will eventually mean temporary loneliness, being ostracized and left out from the group, being ridiculed and laughed at, or will you simply comply and do like everyone else, and every time you find yourself in your own company, experience melancholy, regret that you didn't take the leap of faith? It's not malevolent, it's the flow of life. Your surroundings act like a mud that you have to swim through. At first, it will be very difficult. Your muscles will be tired very fast. It will be unbearable. You won't be able to swim. But after some time, you'll get stronger. You will fine-tune your techniques. And next thing you know, you'll be feeling like a shark in the ocean. Weakness isn't meant to survive. It's meant to be exterminated, eradicated, dissolved, so that transformation and creation of the ultimate strength can happen. You see, people wish for peace and love, but that goes against the nature of evolution. There has to be a winner and a loser for evolution to be as effective as possible. But that doesn't guarantee that today's winner won't end up being tomorrow's loser. That's why you have to keep progressing all the time. Not progressing is stagnating and regressing. Peace and love, communitarianism, civility goes against evolution. War is also a part of this fitness test that I was talking about, to establish the suitability of upcoming generations. I am not for violence. I am, though, for readiness. For you to not be surprised. For you to know what to do in case of emergency. The only way to live this life is by virtue. So be virtuous, but prepare for violence. If you want to know more about power and how to harness it, watch this playlist. A lot of good videos I recommend strongly. What do you do in order to escape the pressure of mediocrity? Tell me in the comment section. But for now, Hossein out.